inside the gymnasium at Westlake High School. It's the Battle of the Lakes, round 2 here on KVUE's Tuesday Night Hoops on KVUE Plus and our KVUE YouTube channel. He's Cory Mose. I'm Tyler Feldman. Yes, not Hunter Williams. Two very different looking and sounding people. Hunter got married over the weekend. He's in Cabo for his honeymoon, so we get the sweetest guy I know to my right, Cory Mose.
I'm
and
glad
Cory,
to be here.
Yeah, we're fired up to have you here, and what a great matchup. Battle of the Lake, doesn't matter the sport, but this rivalry is always fun to watch.
Yeah, I think it's funny with this rivalry because when we talk to the coaches beforehand, Kevin Businger and, of course, Vicky Benson from Westlake, they kind of have two different perspectives. Businger wanted to dive into the Battle of the Lakes rivalry. Coach Benson's like, it's just another game. It's just another game. We're not going to talk about the rivalry. There's another step closer to winning a district title. So, of course, two different mindsets for these two teams.
Two different mindsets. We're about to get the national anthem played on the PA system. When we come back, we'll have the starters for both Lake Travis and Westlake. Again, this is KVUE's Tuesday Night Hoops on KVUE Plus and our KVUE YouTube channel.
We'd also like to remind you, it is middle school night. I expect a little bit more. I'll tell you, it's middle school night! Look at this. This game is being conducted under the rules and regulations of the UIL. These rules of the UIL of sportsmanship require all fans to refrain from shouting negative comments at the referees, at the coaches, at the players. Only positive comments will be directed towards all participants. Fans who choose not to follow these guidelines will be asked to leave the facility. You'll be escorted out and tased. We thank you for understanding all these guidelines. We ask that you enjoy the game. And at this time, would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's introduce tonight's starting lineups for the Lake Travis Cavaliers. At guard, a 5'7" senior, number 1, Ryan Moore. At guard, a 5'9" senior, number 4, Claire Colker. At post, the 6'2", number 13, Jack Ford. And at forward, a 5'11" senior, number 20, Audrey Dunham. And at guard, a 5'6" junior, number 30, Tatum Ox. Cavaliers tonight is Kevin Businger. And now for the players of the Westlake girls varsity team.
What do you ask? What do you ask? Do I need to sit here the whole time? Or can I move back?
No, you can move down. So someone's going to have to man this hip. Whoever wants to do it, you guys can rotate. You would basically just follow the ball even into the corner. Middle school night sign me up. I mean, just for the kids.
is this, okay? That work?
Yeah, that's what it is, Bob.
All right, the starters announced. It's Riley Moore, Claire Colcourse, Kat Ford, Audrey Dunham, and Tatum Ott for Lake Travis, Kennedy Cannon, Gianna Angelette, Lovey B, Bella Hesse, and Tamia King for Westlake. Cory, we didn't get to this earlier before the national anthem, but this Westlake team beat Lake Travis by 29 back in early December.
Yeah, and before we get to that breakdown, Tyler, how about Tamia King's intro? They crowned her because of her last genius, by the way. But yeah, you're right. This game was close.
It was close. And there's an early start for Angelette. Look for her to score several times here tonight.
Yeah, the game was close last time these two teams played until the fourth quarter. Then Westlake got that big lead. They shut down that Lake Travis offense. So it'll be interesting to see if this game will go the whole game close, or will it be kind of a one-sided affair?
Lake Travis getting outscored by 21 points in the fourth quarter. That was really the difference in the game played at Lake Travis back on December the 5th. We'll see if they can play a full 32 minutes tonight. Westlake first in District 26-6A with a perfect 9-0 record. Lake Travis 8-2 in district play. Three-pointer. Rebound on the ground, and it'll be a travel call, Westlake ball. Good look there from Tatum Ott. Just a little bit too heavy on that shot.
Yeah, I'm interested to see these two teams, how they come out defensively. Both coaches told us that they like to switch it up between man and zone. Right now, it looks like Westlake's in a man defense, and Lake Travis is doing the same. So I'm interested to see if they're going to keep it man or they're going to go zone.
Westlake likes to be aggressive, move quickly. It's Hesse with the ball. Kicks it back out to Cannon. Cannon, left wing. Leaves it for Bean. Bean back out to King. Angelette for three. No, rebound. It's Lake Travis basketball.
And Coach Benson is okay with Angelette taking that shot. She says she's one of the best shooters she's ever seen while she's been a coach here at Westlake.
Throws it away. If that last name sounds familiar, it's because she actually moved from Cedar Park to Lake Travis before this academic school year. Her head coach, Kevin Businger, is saying she's been a really good addition to this varsity program. Her uncle is Donnie Ott. Donnie Ott, of course, led Cedar Park to a couple of state titles. Tatum Ott on that most recent state title team for Cedar Park. Here's Cannon, top to key. Right wing finds Angelette open for three. Nothing but net. It's a 5-0 lead for the Chaps with 6 minutes to go here in this opening quarter.
And that was an amazing play, Tyler. Tamia King set the off-ball screen to get Angelette open on the corner, and now we got a steal.
Hesse, that aggressiveness, we've seen it early. Let's see what the Chaps can do. Another triple. No. Good hustle. It tips off the fingertips of Cannon out of bounds. It'll be Lake Travis basketball.
Yeah, I love the effort from King there to try to get that ball inbounds. Kennedy Cannon wasn't able to keep her hands on it, to keep it in play. But gotta love the start to this game. Very high energy, one would say.
If you saw right there, you saw that the cheerleaders, I didn't prepare for this cheerleaders to be blocking our scoreboard camera. We're gonna have to fix that up, as that's a blocking foul called. The head referee tonight, Lisa Daniel, joined by Leilani Crupton and Tom Jackson. Quite the trifecta in stripes tonight, Mose.
Hey, I know they're going to call a great game, and they're going to let the girls play.
Yeah.
Except on that play.
Another whistle. It'll stay with the Lady Cavs. Both teams entering tonight having won a few games in a row. Lake Travis 3 straight wins. Lake Travis 2 straight wins. The Lady Cavs' last loss coming back on January 5th at Bowie, 50-36. Bowie currently in second place. Sandwich between these two teams we're seeing tonight here on KVUE's Tuesday Night Hoops. Tatum Ott, 5'6" junior guard, right wing, Claire Colcourse. Ott, open for three, back rim, rebound, Angelette in transition. Up strong, and she'll go to the line for two. 5:14 to play, still a 5-0 lead for the Chaps.
And that's what Coach Benson told us earlier this week, Tyler. They love to run. and they are conditioned to do so all night long. If they're going to get any type of loose ball, they're going to start their transition break, and as you saw right there, they get rewarded on the foul.
Andriolette hits the first. 6-0. Shacks.
Andriolette, or AKA Sergeant G, from Coach Benson telling us earlier. What a crazy story, huh, Tyler? She called practice before practice starts so they can learn the plays so they don't waste any time during practice.
And there you see the hustle problem that they're learning when they open the doors before that 7 a.m. start time. The drill sergeant, General G, double G, always wants the gym to be open. And she's got the Chaps up 6-0 here early on in the first quarter. Here's Hesse. Going to stay with the Chaps. Another foul called on the Lady Cavs. 5:08 to play in the first.
And you talked about getting that loose ball on the play before. That's the second time Tamia King has tried to save a ball going out of bounds. The first time she did, Kennedy Cannon couldn't get control of it. This last time, they were able to get another possession out of it.
Kennedy Cannon leaves it for Andriolette. She drives. Great defense there by Claire Colcourse. Here come the Lady Cavs in transition. Riley Moore back out to Colcourse. Those two, 1 and 4, combining for 31 of the team's 36 points. The last time these two teams met. Great communication from the Westlake cheerleaders on our side. We've got cheerleaders on our right and our left. Just love to see that communication. Talking with both head coaches, Cory, on Monday. Both talked about the key importance of communicating in this ball game tonight.
Yeah, and there's been 2 straight possessions now that Lake Travis is running a pick and roll, and the roller goes down to the paint, and the point guard just not seeing it. And they're wide open underneath the basket. I'm sure Coach Businger is trying to get them to throw the ball down low. But that shot's open.
Audrey Dunham with the miss. Here's Cannon. Here's Cannon. Top the key. Finds King. And King and Andriolette, speaking of communication, little miscommunication there. Ball trickles out of bounds. It'll be back to the Lady Cavs. Cory, we're almost halfway through this first quarter.
Yeah.
Lake Travis, no points.
No point. But they've had open opportunity. I'm telling you, that roller on this pick and roll has been open 2 straight possessions. We'll see if they're able to see that and get the ball down low in time. Westlake isn't switching on defense, and so maybe they can exploit that.
Riley Moore cutting. Leaving it for Businger. Taryn Businger, one of 2 of the coach's daughters on this team. Pivots, punches out. Cat 4. Looks for Audrey Dunham down low, and she'll go to the line. He gets fouled. Bella Hesse, thinking her hands were up, and it was good defense, it looked like, but maybe a little bit too much contact on the way up.
But that's what I was just saying, Tyler. You want to get the ball down low because that has been open, those backdoor cuts, those rollers. If they can get the ball into the paint, that's an easier shot for most people to make.
First point of the game coming at the 3:43 mark for Lake Travis. Audrey Dunham putting the Lady Cavs on the board. She hits both. It's a 6-2 ball game. Under 4 to play here in the opening quarter at Westlake High School. If you're just joining us, KVUE's Tuesday Night Hoops. So glad you're with us. Cory, Mose, Tyler, Feldman, John Diaz. Working hard back at the station. Working hard is Bella Hesse driving, just throwing it up, and she'll go to the charity stripe for 2 free throws.
That's a nice little 2-man game between Bella Hesse and Kennedy Cannon. Of course, using the screen and give and go opportunities. Bella just took it straight to the rack. She saw an opportunity and got the foul.
And this is what you learn when you set up cameras and you don't realize the cheerleaders aren't there when you set up the camera. You can kind of see the score. You can see the visitor score. Lake Travis, oh, there you go, 7-3-28. We'll have to make some halftime adjustments.
Bella Hesse at the line. They call her the Energizer Bunny because she always has that spirit and energy on the floor.
High motor is what her head coach, Vicki Benson, told us yesterday. And there you see that high motor with the steal. She's got space, lets it fly, no rebound. It's Businger.
I love the shot, though.
Good aggressive shot take, but the Lady Cavs have an opportunity now the other way. Quick ball movement. On in the corner. Drives baseline. Finds Cat Ford underneath, and she'll get fouled.
And on that break, Tyler, I love the way Cat Ford put her hands up. She made herself noticeable to the point guard saying, I'm open, I'm open. That's how you call for the ball and demand the ball as a big.
Cat Ford, 6-foot junior. Sometimes when you're 6 foot, yeah, you still have to call for the ball if you want it, despite the fact that her teammates should probably see her down the court every time. She misses the front end. 3:02 to play here in the opening quarter. It's a 7-2 ball game. Shaps out in front. Hey, last time these two teams played was actually Lake Travis, who got out to an 11-2 start, and it was Westlake who had to come back to get the win. Ford misses both. Gets her own rebound, though. Businger, little triangle offense here. Back to Businger. And she travels.
And as you see, Tyler, Lake Travis started to attack the middle of the court in the paint. What does Westlake do? They move to a 2-3 zone to try to slow that down and, of course, cause a turnover with the new look.
And when talking with Vicki Benson again in her second season, after spending 12 seasons at Bowie and a decade at Hyde Park, another three try. Cannon lets it fly, sinks it. It's a 10-2 ball game.
Yeah, that Cannon has range from deep, that's for sure.
But that defensive philosophy, Benson was telling us that she just likes to make sure her team is playing whatever fits. As Ott answers on the other end.
I love the chess match that's going on. Of course, how do you beat a 2-3 zone? You move the ball around. You're going to find an open three. You got to hit the three, and that's what Ott just did.
Westlake up 10-5. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Lovey Bean finds Angelette. Oh, my! It's cold outside, but it's heating up inside here at Westlake. 3 straight threes. 2 for Westlake, 1 for Lake Travis. It's a 13-5 lead for the Shabs. Oh, here we go. Look good. Look good. Their Colcourse was feeling it. That would have been 4 straight 3 balls.
And I was just about to say in that last possession, Gianna Angelette hadn't touched the ball for a couple possessions for Westlake. And, of course, right before I said it, she nailed the three-pointer.
Hesse. Westlake setting up the offense. Kennedy Cannon looking for some movement. Wanted it, couldn't find it. Tried to force that pass in there.
Yeah.
It just wasn't there.
And it was a great setup. That was the play that Angelette made her first 3 on. Tamia sets the backdoor screen, but this time they're looking at Tamia to roll. Great play call, not great execution.
Colcourse also trying to force a pass on the other end. Nice defense there from Lovey Bean, 5'10 junior shooting guard. Lovey Bean, we're told she's the glue. We're talking Westlake hoops. Got to think glue. I think Brock Cunningham.
Yeah.
A lot of glue players. Yeah, a lot of glue players coming out of Westlake High School.
Elmer Cunningham, right?
Yeah, little Elmer, Gorilla, I don't know, whatever kind of glue you're working with, whatever the strength requires. Left wing, Colcourse, Businger in the paint. Throws it away. That's a turnover. Westlake will get the ball with the minute left here in the opening quarter. It's 13-5. Shaps out in front.
And that's the second turnover now since Westlake has moved to this 2-3 zone by Lake Travis. If they're going to beat the zone, they're going to have to pass well, but those passes cannot go out of bounds.
50 seconds to go. Hesse, a lot of forced passes, but the Shaps remain with the basketball in the half court. Here's Cannon, left wing. Mary Ramsey in the game now wearing 35 and having the basketball. She drops it off for Hesse. Hesse, oh, look at that motor. Kicks it out. Angelette can't handle, but it'll stay with the Shaps.
And you see Claire Colcourse, that's the matchup. Claire Colcourse and, of course, Gianna Angelette. Those two are going to battle all day on both ends of the floor.
Bella Hesse, the 5'9", senior point guard, finds Angelette, who steps back and rims it in. She's on fire.
Oh, my goodness.
16-5 lead for the Shabs.
Lord have mercy.
We were told she could shoot it.
Have mercy.
We're seeing that early and often here. 8 seconds to go here in the first. Angelette with the steal. 3 seconds left. Coast to coast. Floats it off the back rim, and that's how this first quarter ends. after 8 minutes of play. Westlake in command, 16-5. Cory, your initial thoughts. I think we've got to talk about just how well both teams have shot the rock, at least in the last 4 minutes, but Westlake throughout that whole first quarter.
Yeah, and the thing that Westlake is doing that Lake Travis isn't, they're calling plays to get their shooters open. Angie Alette from the get-go, her first points came off of a off-ball screen in the corner, getting her open to hit that corner shot. But when it comes to clear co-course, she hadn't been able to find her shot because there hadn't been any plays set for her. She's having to find her own shot off the dribble. I think that's what's making Angie Alette so effective right now for the Westlake squad. They're going to have to find some easy buckets. That's Lake Travis, that is. And I think with this 2-3 zone that Westlake has moved to, you saw Tatum Ott hit that three in the left wing. It's because they moved the ball. When you move the ball against the zone, it's hard to recover. But a lot of these passes lately for Lake Travis has gone out of bounds. So if you're going to move the ball, you got to move it and not throw it out of bounds. You know, you got to make sure it goes to the right person. So they have the right philosophy right now to beat the 2-3 zone. But if I'm Coach Benson, I'm staying in that zone until Lake Travis tells me, hey, we can beat it.
See, Mose, I'm going to tell you, first time we're getting to talk hoops this season on KVUE's Tuesday at Hoops. You got me fired up, man. Let's see Lake Travis bring a little heat here offensively in this second quarter. So glad you're with us tonight. Again, Cory Mose, Tuesday Night Hoops debut. Hunter Williams getting married over the weekend, tied the knot. It was beautiful, sensational. He's on his honeymoon, and that doesn't work if you're Lake Travis. A quick turnover. Bean to Ramsey. Cooking up something special.
Hey, they shooting that mug, man. They are letting it fly. Lord have mercy.
19-5 lead for the Shafts, and this one is quickly getting out of hand. Another throwaway. Bean with the steal. Lovey Bean. Stutter step. Left-handed lay-in. It's a 21-5 lead for the Shafts. And head coach Kevin Businger has to call a timeout in his 7th season as head coach of the ladies over at Lake Travis. What do you think he's talking about right now?
Slow down. And this is exactly what happened last game in the fourth quarter, and that's how things got away from Lake Travis. They started to speed up because that's what this Westlake defense does to you. They're trying to force a lot of pressure and get you into their system where you're playing frantically on offense. And that's what Lake Travis is doing right now. They're trying to speed themselves up. Their body isn't moving as fast as their mind. And of course, when you're in the 2-3 zone that Westlake is in, you can get into the passing lanes and intercept those passes and score on the other end. This is exactly what Coach Benson wanted to happen, and they're executing it at a high level in defense.
And I guess if you're head coach Vicki Benson of Westlake, what are you telling your kids right now? I'm 16. Talking with her, I don't think she's going to take the foot off the pedal here at all.
No, not at all. I don't think you should. I think you continue to play great defense because what great defense creates great offense. And there's going to be easy buckets at the rim on transition. And that's what they want to do anyways. They want to cause turnovers and run. And that's exactly what they've been doing in the second quarter.
About a minute into the second quarter, Lake Travis trying to get something going offensively. Fallon Forrest checking into the ball game. Cat Ford underneath, and Ford, big bucket out of the timeout. Love to see that if you're a Lady Cavs fan.
And I've been waiting for them to use that size advantage because no one is nearly as big as Cat Ford in the court right now. You want to throw it down there.
Lovey Bean left wing, top to King, finds Angie Alette, looking down low for Cannon. Loose ball, who's got it? Who wants it? Shafts able to calm things down. Bella Hesse being guarded by Riley Moore. Riley Moore committed to St. Edwards. That's what she'll be playing college hoops next year. Angie Alette baseline, tough shot. Wow. Gianna Angie Alette, someone better pick her up.
Man.
Senior shooting guard.
What a play. She saw Tamia King down low. Well, not Tamia King, my apologies. Cat Ford down low with her 6-foot size. So instead of going to the basket, she does a floater to get over that 6-foot size and gets the bucket. I mean, Coach told her she could score from any part of the floor, a 3-level score, and she's proven it tonight.
Angie Alette, 5'9" senior shooting guard, averaging a team best 17 points per game. She already has offers from UTRGV and Army, among several other schools. Her head coach, Vicki Benson, telling us that when these recruiters come out, somehow Angie Alette will know their team better than their team already without having played for their team.
She loves to watch film, Tyler. and that's what makes great players.
And it's showing on the court tonight. Look at this pressure defensively from the Shafts. Impressive. More pocket three. No. Rebound off the fingertips of Bella Hesse. It'll stay with the Lady Cavs. We've got 5:53 left in this first half. 23-7 lead for the Shafts here in this second edition of the Battle of the Lakes here on a Tuesday night in mid-January.
They're just swarming on defense. No open shots. And in their passing lanes.
You called it, Mose. There's Tamia King. And Tamia King lays it in coast to coast. 18-point lead now for the Shafts. 5.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
And it's great to see Tamia out here hooping. Her freshman year tore her ACL. Game to recover, and now she looks great with the brace on, running down the court.
Lake Travis finally beating that heavy pressure. Audrey Dunham underneath.
They were able to get Tamia King out of position, had a backdoor cut, and Audrey was there to get the bucket.
Pretty cool story with Audrey Dunham. She actually moved from Seattle to Austin before the start of this academic school year. She was a 3-year varsity player in Seattle. They call her the big fundamental, which is made famous by Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
She just is big, strong, and always plays the right kind of basketball. As Riley Moore looks to go left. Lovey Bean has other ideas. Hesse guarding Colkhorst. Left wing to Dunham.
And props to Mary Ramsey for stopping that fast break, and then, of course, that causes a turnover.
And another turnover to Mia King. Finds Angelette. She lets it fly again. Who is she?
Lord have mercy.
Get to know her. 28-9 lead for the Shafts halfway through this second quarter.
You know, they were playing 21 Savage before the game, and he has a shooter in Gianna Angelette right now.
Ramsey, this tenacious defense from Westlake right now. Yeah, the gas is definitely still on the pedal.
I mean, they're trying to jump everything, Tyler. If they see a ball get lobbed up in the air, they're like DBs on the football field right now. They're trying to pick it off and go the other way. And they have a lot of length, Shafts do. The Shafts have a lot of length on defense. So when you're in that zone, it tightens up the space. Just like that.
Another turnover. That's been the story of this game. Westlake all over, swarming Lake Travis offensively. Hesse will slow things down. Under 4 to play here in the second quarter. You say DBU, maybe they're watching a lot of Michael Taft film.
Oh, man.
Ball trickles out of bounds. Westlake giving it right back to Lake Travis.
I like how Kennedy took responsible there. She said, my bad, Gianna, my bad. That was on me.
And that ownership, critical to this Westlake team coming in having won 3 straight.
She got it back, though.
Cannon with the steal. Finds Hesse right side, and she travels.
So she turns the ball over, but then she gets a steal. So
trying to listen to what head coach Kevin Businger is saying over there. The passion is there. He knows his team is capable. Hey, dating back to that last time these two teams played. They played it close for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Right now we've seen a continuation of that fourth quarter. Look to be over and back. Ball gets thrown away. Bean kicks it out for Angelette. Wide open. Front rim. Rebound Cannon, and she gets fouled.
She misses that one, Tyler? Of all the ones to miss?
Sometimes you just make the tough ones. Sometimes you just make the tough ones.
She's been balling, though.
Angelette had 21 last time out against the Lady Cavs. Hesse and Tamia King also with 10 in that first win back on December 5th against the Lady Cavs. I mean, going back a season ago, these are two very different teams. Lake Travis finished second in the district and then went on to reach the regional quarterfinals before losing to Clark. Westlake, on the other hand, first year for Vicki Benson in charge, they were just 17 and 15 and lost to the bi-district round to Round Rock. So the growth from Westlake and with Lake Travis, they lost 6 of their 8 rotational players to graduation. So they've had to learn how to play without them, and we're seeing a little bit of that here tonight.
Yeah, and on the flip side, nearly everyone returned for Westlake. And so now you have a team that's experienced, that's played with each other, and has been under Coach Benson's system for a year, and they know what she wants, and of course you're seeing the fruits of that.
No doubt. 2:30 left here in this first half. It's a 28-9 ball game. Westlake still in commanding lead. Right wing, Bean. Top the key to Cannon. Right wing to Hesse. She'll let it fly. A little bit of a laser. King with the rebound. Had Bean open, but just off the fingertips.
What a rebound. Double team down low. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, clearly a reason she was crowned during warm-ups.
Yeah.
They already knew what was going to happen. In and out. Claire Colcourt's shot, she had one.
That's a great shot, though. You finally set a play up for Claire to get an open look. That's what they need to continue to do, to try to get their star player to start rolling.
$1:45 left in this first half. Hesse, Angелette. Little high screen. Hesse in for two. That's just a beautifully schemed offensive set there from Westlake.
We're in America, but that was a nice Euro. My goodness.
Minute and a half to play. Colcourt showing off the handles. Westlake up 30-9. And Businger is going to call a timeout to talk things over. If you're just joining us, there's the score. It's 30-9. And you know what? Since we've got a timeout, let's shout out the cheerleaders for Westlake. Getting the crowd into it here on the home court.
Yep.
Love to see it. Takes everyone, Cory. Takes everyone. That school spirit's utterly important. What do you think Businger's saying right now?
I think right now you have to continue. I keep saying this, but slow things down. I feel like the game is moving too fast for his squad right now. And there's been a lot of open looks. They just can't get the ball there. Whether you got to find a different way and a different angle to throw the ball in, a bounce pass, some type of, you can't just throw. You got to know now that these girls for the Shaps are in the passing lanes. You got to find a different angle to throw the ball to get it to your teammate.
And it's one of those things, too, where Westlake's basically been shooting lights out for 16 minutes. Not a ton of misses, a ton of threes.
And those are daggers. There we go. Play inside out. And Businger told us he wants to slow things down. He wants to limit the possession for Westlake. How do you do that? You throw it down low and let Cat Ford work a little bit.
Well, Anna Orgeldinger just gave it away to Hesse. Hesse in transition. Big slash there on the other end by Tara Businger. And get a little chippy down there in the paint in transition.
How about Cat Ford running the break and getting there for the contest?
The hustle is certainly there from both sides.
Yeah.
One team's just making more shots and turning the ball over less. As Hesse hits the first, that makes it 31-9. Westlake in commanding lead.
And it's crazy with Hesse. Coach Benson told us before she took the job, Hesse was just a defensive player.
Yeah.
She never wanted to take a shot. She never wanted to dribble. And now she's the point guard.
You would never know watching this game tonight.
Never know.
But that just speaks to the coaching and to the personal growth for Hesse at that position, the hours that she's put in to become a great point guard. Moose Ball will stay with the Lady Cavs. Angелette and Ford going after it underneath.
And did you see Ford telling Claire Colcourt a little bit higher on that pass?
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot. You know, I can't go down low and get a bounce pass like that. Just throw it up high. I got a smaller defender on me. I promise I can catch it up high. And that's a great communication from the big man to the point guard.
Ileana Liverpool in the game now for Westlake, 5'2" junior point guard. Finding Angелette. Angелette! Hitting the net! Again! 35-9 lead for Westlake. Nearly another turnover. Tough defense here from Liverpool.
She shot that from Liberty Hill.
She shot it from Liverpool, England. Holy cow.
My goodness.
Colcourt. Trapped. 14 seconds left. Orgeldinger. That's a turnover. 10 seconds. Westlake will have one more shot. Ian Jensen finds Liverpool. 4 seconds. Angелette.
No way.
Fade away. Oh! Nearly had it at the buzzer. 16 full minutes of play. We've reached halftime here on KVUE's Tuesday Night Hoops on KVUE Plus and our KVUE YouTube channel. It's 35 Westlake, 9 Lake Travis. Cory, overall first half thoughts from this ball game so far?
Yeah, I mean, turnovers. That's all I can think about when it comes to this Lake Travis offense. They're trying to force a lot of different passes that just aren't there. And if they're not there, don't throw the ball. They're not trapping. The Chaps aren't trapping you. So just slow down a little bit, hold the ball, and find the right person to pass to. I think that's been the biggest difference because that's why Westlake has built this lead. Of course, the shooting has been great. You can't knock that. But these transition buckets that the Chaps are getting are all off turnovers, and you gotta limit those. They started to do it at the end of that quarter, throwing it down to Cat 4, trying to get her the ball to slow things down. I think that's what they need to do in the second half. But if they're gonna have to do that, Cat 4 is gonna have to take advantage of it and score those points down low. Because right now, Claire Coforce on the wing, she just can't get open. Same thing with Riley, she can't get open either. The defense is swarming. You got to go down low and get the side advantage for Cat.
My big adjustment for Lake Travis at halftime is for them to figure out how to stop Gianna Angelette.
I don't know if they can.
If she keeps shooting like she's shooting, then that's going to be a tough stop every single possession. It's Westlake 35, Lake Travis 9. We'll be back after whatever's about to transpire here in half court during halftime. We'll let you watch silently and figure it out for yourselves. Cory Mose, Tyler Feldman, John Diaz will be back for the second half here on KVUE's Tuesday Night Hoops on KVUE Plus and our KVUE YouTube channel.
Time somehow.
Welcome back to Westlake High School. KVUE's Tuesday Night Hoops on KVUE Plus and our KVUE YouTube channel. Cory, Mose, Tyler, Feldman, and John Diaz. Boy, has he been working hard. We had a little tech glitch. The system shut down early on, but John Diaz, hands and knees, had to take his shirt off because he was sweating so much.
Really?
To get this system running for us to be live streaming. John Diaz, so far the player of the game. John Diaz and, of course, Gianna Angelette, who just could not miss from deep. 35-9 lead for the Westlake varsity girls basketball team. Battle the Lakes, very lopsided right now, and that's too easy. King of Queens underneath. It's 37-9. Chaps getting right back to work in the paint.
And exactly when you want to go to Tamia King, set the tone early. We're going to go inside. We've been shooting all day, but it's time to go inside. Claire just wants to see one go in at this point.
28-point lead for the Chaps. Again, it is bitterly cold outside here in Austin. One of the few times we'll get some cold temperatures, but the way Westlake's shooting and playing defense, they brought some heat. Hesse wasn't ready for it from Bean. Hesse loses her footing, gets back up with a smile.
Yeah, Claire Colcourse, she saw the little bobble from Hesse and thought she could snap it before it gets into her hands, but not quick enough. And that commercial, Tyler, got to be quicker than that.
Yeah,
that's how it was.
Hesse certainly quick enough, but was just running down court ready for it. Here we go, Bean finding King. King looking for Cannon on the post. Angelette walks and one here. Riley Moore trying to stay with Angelette. Angelette loses her footing. Moore gets it. Moore up ahead to Dunham. And another turnover. I mean, that's really been the biggest storyline for Lake Travis. It's not that they're shooting poorly. They're just giving the ball away every time down the court.
And that was a 5-foot pass, Tyler. 5-foot bounce pass to the corner. I don't see how that gets turned over. Like I said earlier, I just feel like they're playing too fast right now.
Hesse. High motor. King. Oh, that is smooth. Tamia King. Another two. It's 39-9. Yes, a 30-point lead for the Shafts on their rival, Lake Travis.
That move made me put a stank face on. Like, ugh, that was nasty.
Yeah, I saw that stank face. It's one of those few times I see that face and I'm like, that's a positive reaction. That's a positive reaction.
It's like when you hear a good beat, you know, like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
The beat dropped crazy.
Yeah, I think we have different reactions to when the beat drops for sure. 6.5 to play here in the third. Good defense there from Kennedy Cannon. Apparently everybody loves Kennedy. Really smart on the floor, does her job, great defender, communicates well, even picks up the trash after games. And her head coach, Vicki Benson, was telling us about the 10th annual Be Beautiful Classic. It's a mental health awareness hoops tournament. And Kennedy actually spoke to 500-plus players and coaches detailing her own battles and struggles that she has overcome. She experienced as a sophomore, and the strength that she had to tell her story to 500-plus players and coaches in Central Texas, that is incredible as a high school student.
Yeah, it's something I didn't have the guts to do back in my day. And not only saying, but the message to me was very important about how, man, you may be going through a lot of struggles, mental battles, but say something. You know, speak out about it, tell somebody, and don't feel like a burden on anybody when you do share your struggles, because everyone needs to be heard, especially when they're going through something like that.
And it doesn't matter what you may appear to be on the outside, but kindness goes such a long way in life, regardless of if it's basketball, in the classroom, in high school, in middle school. That kindness, being nice to one another. Really impressive work by a high school student, Kennedy Cannon. Wishing her all the best, whatever she gets into, because to have that strength at that age, beyond impressive, beyond inspiring. And of course, that Be Beautiful Classic, raising tons of money for mental health awareness here locally in the Central Texas area. Vicki Benson could not have said enough kind words and thoughtful words about her senior power forward. All right, back to basketball. Tatum-on leaves it for Colcourse. And Colcourse came in averaging nearly 17 points a game, but credit Westlake defensively, they have held her in check.
They're plastering her, Tyler. I mean, they're not letting her get any open looks, and that's why I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Businger, I was hoping that he would do a little bit of off-ball screen, some pin downs, exactly what Benson is doing for Gianna. I was hoping Claire would do the same, but no adjustment yet.
And Gillette, baseline, good drive off the front rim. It'll stay with the Chaps. 39-11 ball game. 5:14 left in this third quarter. Hesse inbounding. Finds King. Oh, good look, good finish. That's just good basketball.
Size mismatch. You can't teach size.
Colcourse finally attacking the rim. And that's one thing that her head coach, Kevin Businger, told us. She is getting better and better at attacking the basket, not just using and leaning on that 10 to 15-foot jump.
And this is something that they probably wanted to see earlier. You know, of course, the shot wasn't there because the shot wasn't open. Westlake has been very, very aggressive on defense on the perimeter. And so it would have been nice to see Claire kind of take the ball to the hoop a little bit earlier in this game. Now she's figuring out, hey, that shot isn't open. I got to go attack the rim.
Colcourse shooting 70% from the line this season. Hits both. 41-13 lead now for Westlake. Hesse with 5 minutes to play in the third. That quickness, that speed, that high motor. Drives in, kicks it back out. Let's see the half-court offense here from the Chaps. Bean, out to King. Elbow, Hesse, lets it fly. Riley Moore in for the rebound.
Strong rebound.
Moore says, we need more. Oh, thought about it from deep. Finds Ott, drops it off for Colcourse. Looking for more off the foot of Angiolette. Out of bounds. Just been really impressed with this Westlake team. Coming in ranked 13th in the state in 6A. 19-4 overall record. Undefeated in district. Hesse with the steal. Looked like she was a football player. Give me that ball. Give me that. Just kept those feet moving.
Oh my goodness. And I see why they called her Energizer Bunny. I mean, her legs were just moving. It's like she was loading up for a quick second before she ran out of there.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe like a double A or triple A, but maybe she's one of those new electric car batteries that can really just get you quick. Maybe that new iPhone charger.
Oh man, you seen the commercial?
Yeah, it just doesn't take, just like that, you're charged, you're ready to go.
Oh man.
Maybe like in olden times, a nice cup of coffee, a little caffeine, get you going. Whatever it is, it's working. Claire Colcourse, she's committed to Tufts. That's a really great school to play hoops and continue her academic career. 4 minutes to go. King, the steal. She's been fantastic tonight defensively for the Chaps.
And when she's down low in that 2-3 zone and she can do whatever she wants, roaming or wide around, that's nice.
Bean was open, but look who's underneath. Tamia King saying, I am me, and I am King. 30-point lead now. Under 4 to play in the third.
And she's showing off her rebounding skills on both ends, on offense and defensive rebounds. Coach did tell us that Tamia could have a lot more double-doubles if she was more selfish. And I guess that's a good thing, that she's not selfish. But man, tonight she is grabbing every single board.
Colcourse, swish, needed it. Let's see if she can get going. 43-13, 43-16 lead for the Chaps.
Wow.
Angiolette tried to answer, hit off the top of the backboard, out of bounds. Now let's go back to Tamia King, Cory, because she's been fantastic. You talked about it earlier, about how she tore her ACL before her 9th grade season. So this is truly her first year on varsity. She's the daughter of a coach, and Vicki Benson emphasized that because you could tell with the way she plays, the hustle, the awareness, that she has someone else in her ear teaching her the game.
And I was just going to say that, their awareness and the feel for the game. She definitely has that. And it's great to have when you're down low in the centerpiece of a 2-3 zone. She knows when to get out of that paint area to steal a pass like she did on the wing just now in that last possession, but still get back in position to box out to get rebounds. I mean, you have to have a feel for the game to be the inside presence of the 2-3 zone. And for her to only be a sophomore and already have that, it's scary for the rest of this district whenever she continues to develop.
6-foot sophomore. She's only a sophomore. Incredible. Karen Businger. Right in front of the Lake Travis bench. Can't believe it.
I didn't see the double dribble there travel. That's what they call it.
Westlake having won 4 of the last 5 in this series in the Battle of the Lakes. Their last loss actually a year ago. Lake Travis winning 60-44 in the second meeting last season. 2.5 to play here in the third. Westlake leading by 27. Liverpool, left wing, drives, looks for King underneath. Kat Ford was standing right there, but King gets it right back. Barry Ramsey lets it fly. No, Angiolette lets it fly.
King is everywhere.
She's
King
all over the court.
everywhere. Oh my
And she's
goodness.
doing it with that ACL brace on her left knee. You would have no idea.
And the crazy thing is, there's another 6-footer on the court.
Yeah.
Kat Ford is out there. It just doesn't feel like it.
Westlake, the top scoring offense in the district, averaging 68 points per game. They're also the top defense in the district, giving up just 21 points per game, and they're right around their averages tonight.
There we go.
Colkhorst, another triple, her second of the quarter. They're up to 19. It's a 43-19 ball game. Less than 2 to play here in the third.
A little preheat for Claire Colkhorst, trying to set it to 350 degrees.
Colkhorst reaching 1,000 points in her Lake Travis career during the Christmas tournament they played in. So we know she can shoot it, and she can score it. Angiolette with the $1:30 left in this third quarter. Westlake certainly slowing things down. King. Atop the perimeter. One-on-one with Ford. Lost it, but it went right to Ramsey. Caroline Vetters down for King, and King. She's fantastic.
Strong, too. That ball could have easily just got tipped out of bounds, but she had strong hands to corral it and then go back up.
Minute left in the third. Orgeldinger, left wing, Colkhorst. Cross court, picked off by Angiolette. Coast to coast. Easy 2. She's doing her thing.
Yeah, that's a no-no. Never throw cross court on his own.
Lake Travis learning the hard way as Colkhorst almost gets the circus shot to fall. Ott hustles for the rebound, and it'll stay with the Lady Cavs. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. 47-19 lead for Westlake.
Hey, got the cheerleaders out the way. Proud of you. That's a halftime adjustment.
Had a stern message. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I waited for them to move out of the way so we could go to that shot with the scoreboard. Moore in for Businger. Back to Moore, left wing. She'll cut it right. Drop it off for the Chaparrals. Here's Angiolette in transition. Gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2.
I love how she wasn't scared there. 2 Lake Travis defenders don't care. I'm going up.
It's the confidence for sure. You can see it on her face, and you can see it in the way in which she plays basketball. Beyond impressive. I think we're starting to see, or we will start to see, as this is the front end, we'll start to see a lot more schools reaching out to Angiolette, without a doubt.
I mean, the characteristics that we heard about her is something I've never heard a coach say about a high school player. And I've been in this business for a couple of years now, not as long as you, Tyler.
Seasoned vet.
You know, you're the seasoned vet, but never heard anything like we've heard about Angiolette from Coach Benson.
Again, if you're just joining us, she's called General G, drill sergeant. Always asks for the gym to be open. 10 seconds left here in this third quarter. Wow! Oh my! Anna Orgeldinger. They call her Dinger, and she somehow got that over to Mia King. Impressive.
Smooth post move, a little scoop layup there. To me, she's smiling about it after getting the foul because she couldn't believe it herself. It was a strong move. You know, a lot of people haven't went up against Tamia, but Dinger said, heck no, I'm going to do it.
Orgeldinger can't complete the three-point play. 4 seconds left. Bean. She's got to let it fly. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, it's Westlake 48, Lake Travis 21. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on KVUE Plus and our KVUE YouTube channel. Cory, I think at this point, this game's over. You look at how the first meeting went back on December 5th. Westlake won that one 65-36. Cavs got out to a 11-2 lead in that ball game, but it was a 25-4 fourth quarter for Westlake, and we've seen that quarter through 3 quarters tonight.
Yeah, I think what Coach Benson told us earlier this week, she felt like her squad was a little bit nervous in that first game. Battle of the Lakes, first time going against each other for the season, and she knew there were going to be some cheaters to start the game. Lake Travis hits a couple big-time threes in that first matchup to get it going, 11-2 like you mentioned. But this game, coming into their own house, Westlake came out cool, calm, and composed. They were great defensively, and they were the ones hitting shots early in this game. And when Westlake is hitting shots and playing great defense, they're a tough team to stop and slow down, and they haven't slowed down since the tip.
The Shabs outscored the Lady Cavs in the paint in that first meeting 40-8. And with King and the way she's played tonight, we've seen much of the same. And Cory, I want to go back to what you mentioned before the game even started, how both teams treat these rivalries. And for Lake Travis, they treat it like a rivalry, and Vicki Benson telling us it's just another game. If you treat this like a bigger game, then how can you be ready for the biggest games?
Exactly, and then you don't get out of your characteristics. I feel like this is what Westlake looks like every single week. I'm sure this isn't what Lake Travis looks like every week. And so to tell your girls, hey, this is just another game before district, I think that's a great mindset to have coming into a game like this where there's a lot of, not pressure, but a little battle of the Lakes rivalry, you could say. But Coach Benson ain't trying to hear that. Their goal isn't to win this game. Their goal is to win district.
Lake Travis 6-2 on the road this season. Westlake 9-1 at home. So that certainly played a factor in this one tonight. Only 4 losses for Westlake this season: Glenn, Mansfield, La Vega, and Judson. We've seen that Glenn team, and that Glenn team is special. So this is a Westlake team that can certainly go deep and make a big-time playoff run this season, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and the way that they can manipulate their offense. I mean, there's been multiple possessions where I'm like, Gianna and Gillette hadn't even touched the ball, but they're still scoring. But then, of course, you still have her available at all times. So the fact that multiple people can score on this team is a threat to anybody that plays the shots.
Going back to Gianna and Gillette, we talked about her a little bit at the end of the third quarter, but she's the teammate who holds everyone accountable. We've talked about it, but she wants to get here before 7 a.m. start to practice, get the doors open, get the shots up, hold her teammates accountable for watching film, asking questions, the scouting. And as a senior leader, hearing that, any college team would be lucky to have a player like that.
I mean, it's crazy. It's saying she gets the girls in there before practice so they can go over the plays that they're going to learn in practice so that they don't waste time running those plays in practice. So it's like they're pre-preparing before they prepare for practice. Like, it's so crazy to know that not only does she set that, but also, what does it say about her that everyone listens and shows up to practice before 7 a.m.? It could be one thing to say, hey guys, let's all meet up at the gym and only 2 people show up. But for the whole team to respect Angie Gillette like that, to that level, to be like, yeah, you're our leader, we're going to show up and lose some sleep because you say so, I think that's a big deal.
Hey, maybe they don't lose sleep. Maybe they discipline themselves and go to bed early.
Yeah.
I know that's sometimes tough. But you've also got to credit Vicki Benson, too, because she's coming in to open up those doors.
Yeah.
Just her second season, again, spent the previous 12 season as Bowie's head basketball coach. She's a Georgetown native, played her high school hoops under Hall of Famer Rhonda Farney. She was a 3-year starter and captain at nearby Concordia University. She's got more than 400 career wins, led Bowie to 10 straight playoff appearances from 2011 to 2020. And she got it done in part 2, winning state title. So Vicki Benson calls Austin home, calls Central Texas home, and she has really dominated. She has to be one of the top coaches in girls basketball in the state with what she's accomplished among those 3 programs.
And I love the theme that she has for her team this year. It's me for us. And that means basically I need to develop myself so that us as a team is better. And I think you see that on the court here, like a Tamia King getting healthy. She focused on herself to get healthy and get into shape so that the team is better. Gianna Angelette coming into the gym, putting up three-pointer after three-pointer after three-pointer, working on herself so that the team is better. Bella Hesse, only a defensive player when she first got here, working on her handles, working on her layup packages so she can be a better point guard for the team. So that me for us mentality is something that you're now seeing on the court, and after 2 years under Coach Benson, man, it's a great thing to see.
It really is fantastic the way in which we've seen Westlake play basketball tonight. They're coming off district wins over Bowie. Bowie, who is in second place in the district, they beat Bowie by 19, 43-24. Johnson, Aikens, also they got wins over those two teams. So this is a Westlake team. We're seeing tonight that they are clearly the top team in this District 26 6A. 5:50 to go here in regulation. Businger in the paint.
And they're still swarming on defense.
There's no let up.
No. And guess who kicked that ball? Gianna. I don't know how many points she has tonight, but the fact that she's still working on defense up by 29 with 5 minutes left to go said a lot about her.
Wasn't sure if it was Gianna or Justin Tucker coming back just to show off his kicking prowess. 5:35 to go. Take a look at the score.
There we go.
Fun little game. Okay, it's 50-21. You can actually see it in that shot there. It's been Westlake from the get-go. Angelette. Off 1 foot. No. Westlake gets back the basketball, though, and Tom Jackson calling a blocking call in the paint. Officiating crew doing a fantastic job tonight. Tom Jackson, Lisa Daniels, the head referee tonight, and Leilani Crupton. Just a fantastic trio. We've got an injury on the floor.
Looks like Taryn Businger, coach's kid. Got hit in the ribs there. Bella Hesse tried to go up, had her elbow up, got hit in the midsection, trying to catch her breath.
Hopefully it's just got the breath knocked out of her a little bit. Businger is up, her father by her side. Certainly not the night that you were hoping for if you're Lake Travis down 29 points. But with 5 minutes left, let's see what your team's made of. Let's see that fight. Hopefully, Karen Businger is okay. Came in averaging nearly 4 points a game. Her first varsity points, this is actually really cool, came on an assist from her sister, Taya Businger, who's a senior guard. So Kevin Businger in his 7th season at Lake Travis. He's actually originally from Nebraska, but his wife's super smart. Came down here to Austin. They've been here now nearly 3 decades. He ran track in high school. His dad was actually his basketball coach, math teacher, and principal. So he did it all in a small town in Nebraska. But he said there's nothing better than watching his daughters and getting to coach his daughters. Yeah. Westlake, the steal, Hesse, coast to coast. Nice little stop and shoot, but you couldn't finish it.
Yeah, Coach Businger, he couldn't do anything in school without his dad knowing about it. You know, my mom was my teacher as well when I was in middle school.
Man, that's crazy.
It was it was crazy. Teachers used to threaten me all the time. Don't let me send you to your mom's office.
Oh, man.
I'm like, that's crazy, dude. Like, you can't throw that out there.
I can hear on the PA system. Cory Mose.
Yeah. Can you go to Miss Mose's office, please?
Some students who don't know the connection are like, what?
Yeah, I know, right?
What's going on?
Then you hear the kids go, ooh, you know, whenever you get in trouble.
Bean going to Levy Bean, the steal, and the trip to the foul line. The anticipation defensively from Westlake tonight has been
crazy.
Sensational.
Yeah, that's a word.
Yeah.
That's the word for it. I mean, been everywhere. And I will say this, though, when it comes to the Cavs, they have orchestrated a lot of these passes. You know, if you're going to do a couple pass fakes, you know, that would have been nice throughout tonight because, like you mentioned, the shafts are all over the passing lanes, and that's how you get people out of position. You do a little pass fake, and then you cut right underneath it. that just hasn't been executed tonight, and the shots are all over it.
B, nothing but net, makes it a 53-21 lead for Westlake. 4.5 to play here in this ball game.
Look at Hesse. She's still out there playing tight defense.
Odd. Rebound, Angelette. Trapped in the corner, and we'll get a jump ball called by Lisa Daniel.
Now, I'm interested to know, 4 minutes left to go, up by 32, and Gillette's still on the court. And she just seems like the type that she wants to be out there.
Hey, when you get the doors open for practice before sunrise, you stay out there as long as you want.
Yeah.
Mary Ramsey, 5'7" senior. Putting in some really good minutes for the Chaps tonight. Off-ball foul on Mia Jensen. It'll go back to the Lady Cavs. Sienna Ward gives it away. Jensen, the steal. She traveled. Sometimes you get a little too excited. You got the ball.
That's what I'm about to say.
I stole the ball.
Moving a little bit too fast there. Great anticipation on the pass, though. She read that perfectly.
Jensen, a 6-foot junior center. She's got the height. We've seen splashes of what can be with her game. 3.5 to play, odd for 3. Rebound goes to Dunham, the Seattle native. Kicks it back out for Ward. Ward drives in, can't get it to go. Rebound, Orgeldinger. Kicks it out for Businger. Another miss, another rebound, Dunham, no.
Wow.
Man, like Travis just can't buy a shot.
Man, but do you see what happens when Tamia King's not out there?
Yes.
Can't grab a board.
Now that you mention it, yes.
Can't grab a board. That's the difference that King made this whole night. She snapped every single rebound, created a transition buckets on the other end, and of course she was also present on offense down low. And she played phenomenally for this Chaps team.
Fallon Forrest with the steal, and Gillette, Hesse, and Ramsey checking out probably for the rest of this ball game. We'll get to see younger players like sophomore Emerson Davis. Junior Emerson Davis. Fallon Forrest, fade away, yeah! Fallon Forrest, 5'10" senior. Nearly had one there, under 3 to go. Here comes Orgeldinger. Left side of the paint, getting fouled, that's Audrey Dunham. 2 free throws. The former Seattle resident.
Man, completely different weather, huh? Seattle to here.
Well, Pacific Northwest.
Man.
A little rain.
Is it still a sensitive topic to talk about Seattle after the Sugar Bowl? Are we cool with Washington yet, or no?
I'm just straight cool. I don't have to be cool with any team.
I appreciate that. I didn't know how the fans out here in Austin, I don't know if they're okay with us talking about Seattle.
That's true. Washington, of course, beating Texas in the Sugar Bowl, then losing to Michigan in the national championship. Dunham playing like a Sugar Bowl winning team right there with that steal. 53-22 lead. About 2 minutes to go here. Good movement offensively from Lake Travis. As I say that, the ball floats high, sails out of bounds. It'll be Westlake basketball.
And they're just rushing the offense. Westlake's defense is just pressuring the Cavs to get them uncomfortable. And once they're uncomfortable, they're throwing passes like that out of bounds.
Caroline Vetters.
Wow.
Junior.
Wow.
Inside. Gets it to go.
Great job holding onto that handle there. Back door.
Orgeldinger denied. Emerson Davis, but there for the rebound in the bucket. Ivy Kerrigan, bench is loving it. Kerrigan, junior forward, averaging about 2 points a game. Good to get some of these younger players top of the court as Vicky Benson calls a timeout with 1:32 left. Westlake leading 55-24. If you're just joining us, what I would do is on our YouTube channel, rewind back to the beginning, because you missed a pretty impressive offensive performance from Westlake. Cory Mose, Tyler Feldman, John Diaz pushing the buttons back at the station. We are so glad you're joining us on this cold Austin evening at Westlake High School, where it's much warmer inside, and we're seeing a Chaps team that is proving why they're the 13th best team currently ranked in all of varsity 6A girls basketball.
Yeah, and they can do it in multiple ways, Tyler. If their offense isn't working well, guess what? They play great defense and cause turnovers, and they score in transition. If their shots are falling like they were tonight, they look nearly unstoppable. But now in the second half, we got to see if the shot isn't falling, we can just drop it low to Tamia King, and she can work. So you got 3 different ways to score a basket. So that helps out whenever teams start to try to change their defensive philosophy against the Chaps, because they know they can be successful in many different ways on offense.
It seems like they all know their roles really well, too, especially the 5 starters for Westlake. Kennedy Cannon, Gianna Angelette, Lovey Bean, Ella Hesse, Tamia King, just in harmony all night long. Hesse back out in the game with $1:30 to go. Starters out there. Cannon inside, great pass. Fallon Forrest, she'll go to the line. Really nice.
That was an amazing pass
from Kennedy Cannon.
Amazing pass. And you kind of saw that same pass that Lake Travis tried to make to Cat Ford earlier in this game. Cat was saying, hey, throw it up higher instead of a bounce pass. In that situation, the bounce pass was the correct pass to make, but there was people in the lane. You didn't want them to steal the ball like they've been doing all night, so great pass by Kennedy there.
Forrest hits the first, misses the second. Cannon, though, with the rebound. Angelette back to Forrest, down low, looking for Cannon. Ott reading that beautifully. She'll take it back down in transition. About a minute to go. Pocket 3. Cannon, nice box out, gets the rebound. Corrals it. Hesse. This one all but over. And it's been that way for about 3 quarters. Hesse left wing. She'll just dribble it out. Angelette down low. Forrest, the senior. Her teammates trying to get her the basketball, and I just love seeing that.
Yeah, what happened last possession. I was going to say Angelette was a little bit too unselfish, but I realized trying to get the ball down low, get Forrest a bucket. Let's see if they can make it happen on this possession.
Cannon hits the 3 to make it 56-27. Here's Angelette.
No way.
Still shooting it. Float piece. Fade away. Perfection.
She caught the back shoulder fade, bro. You saw the back shoulder fade with one hand?
She's special. 7 seconds left. One last shot. Sienna Ward. No rebound. Kennedy Cannon. Buzzer sounds, and that'll do it. Westlake dominates the Battle of the Lakes, crushing Lake Travis 58-27. Cory Mose, your final thoughts on what we saw here tonight?
I think Westlake is going to have a deep run in this playoffs. I mean, like I mentioned just now, they can do so many different things in so many different ways. And I think that's going to be the thing that's going to carry them throughout the postseason, is that they're not one-dimensional. And when you can have different ways to score, that always makes a team dangerous in the postseason.
So Westlake improves to 20-4 overall, now 10-0. They're first in District 26 6A. As for Lake Travis, they fall to 21-9 overall, 8-3, third place in the district. Next up for both teams, Lake Travis at Del Valle next Tuesday. Cavs have won 15 straight against the Cards. Westlake also battling Del Valle this Friday. It's at Del Valle High School. They've won 19 straight against the Cards. For Cory Mose, John Diaz, I'm Tyler Feldman saying so long from Westlake High School once again. Chaps 58, Lady Cavs 27. Have a great night, get home safely, and we'll see you next Tuesday here on KVUE's Tuesday Night Hoops on KVUE Plus and our KVUE YouTube channel.